Joining me today on the Capital Talk Show from Florida, Max Morgan. He's a chairman and founder of People Authorized. Yeah, we understand that the Tunisian people believe in tolerance. Mr. Max Morgan, mainly Tunisia is home to one of North Africa's largest Jewish community. It's all with about 1,800 members. Can you tell us more? And is this attack how can you read it? It's very dangerous. Are all these Jewish people in danger now?
Well, not only that Tunisia is home to the second largest Arab Jewish population, but also the synagogue is the oldest in Africa. But the atrocity that happened does not reflect the rich heritage and culture of the Arab world, as well as Islam. Whoever did this does not represent Tunisia, does not represent Islam, and does not represent the Arab world. And I can't imagine anybody not calling this a terrorist attack by definition, because when somebody is invited as a guest or a pilgrim in peace to perform their religion practices, they're expected to depart safely and go about their business, not be ambushed and lose their lives. So by all means, this does not represent Tunisia and any of us. And just look at this panel here. We have a beautiful tapestry united in condemning this atrocity. We have Muslims, Christians, and Jews united on one message, that this is, by definition, a terrorist attack, and we will not be silenced, and we will speak up against it, regardless of our religion or ethnicity.
Mr. Morgan, yes. I'm running from time. I want to ask you a question about the reaction in the United States. Mr. Max, do you see any cooperation with the government of Tunisia? Any security measures to preempt a similar of terror from happening again? This is our concern. Can you elaborate more?
Well, I'm not surprised that the incident have been downplayed in the U.S. Under the current administration. I don't think if President Trump was in office that this incident would have gone unnoticed. But however, there's an outrage in the Jewish community as well as in the Arab community, because again, this does not represent the Arabic people or the Muslims or Christians in general. But I also want to just highlight one important incident. In 2019, there was a mosque that was burned in New York, and the Jews of New York invited all Muslims to pray in the central synagogue. This is the harmony that has always been between the Abrahamic religion. And the fact that we're talking about this synagogue in Tunisia as the oldest synagogue in Africa shows that synagogue survived over at least 1,500 years, where Muslims, Christians, and Jews coexisted in harmony. It was not destroyed. It was not burned. And as Mr. Bentisha just mentioned, there are Tunisian Muslims, Catholic Christians, or Jews that have existed for decades. But again, we have to call on governments and the United Nations to really, once and for all, take measures. Condoning every time a terrorist attack happens is not enough by governments, and it's not enough by the United Nations. Just like the World Bank is able to impose demands on governments to deal with their financials, the United Nations can impose sanctions on governments that do not take measures to seriously tackle terrorist attacks.